it's like out of like if you were going to make a TV show about like the friendliest town in the world, everything is named exactly. Like there's a suburban street. There's a suburban street.
It's just named suburban street.
Yes, like there's. It's just it's so cliched. It's crazy.
Who gets to name the streets in just like a fake suburban?
The prisoners, whoever's in the jail.
Oh,
They make license plates and they name all the streets.
Oh,
It's true. I had a.
That's why there's so many Valdez.
Eddie Guerrero Memorial Drive, Chris Benoit Drive. Oh shit!
So you live in Central Jersey, right?
I do. I live right in the very middle, very suburban. In fact, our town is almost just houses. Like there's hardly anything. Like, there's obviously like supermarkets and post office and stuff, but it's not like a destination place. Like there's no mall. Nobody comes.
Is it what? So it's like a Philly suburb?
I don't know what that means.
Like a suburb of Philadelphia?
It's not.
It's not.
No, it's like an hour from Philly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's an hour
why do you
from
live
New
all the way
York,
out
an
there?
hour from Philly.
Why
It's like
would-
10, 15 minutes from Princeton.
Oh, ooh.
That's where my
smart.
daughter's taking her robotics.
That makes sense. Were you guys friends with John Nash before he died?
Yeah, we were like
Cool.
always hanging out.
Have you ever seen the not A Beautiful Mind, but there's like a maybe it wasn't even a documentary, it was just like a short interview with John Nash, Beautiful Mind?
Yes.
His son was also crazy, but like way worse.
But just stupid.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But not like
a crazy
but not
guy
a
at
genius.
GameStop. Yeah.
He
No,
would
he
jump
was
out of
also a
windows and
genius.
stuff.
Oh,
but
he was.
Yeah, the son was also like a very
Math
good at
genius.
math. Yeah, but like very fucking crazy. There's like a video of I saw like an interview and they're interviewing John and John's like keeping it together barely in the living room, and then the son's in the other room with these like ridiculous giant like cowboy boots on.
Oh, that is some good crazy shit.
What? This is a documentary. What?
It was like a short. I don't know if it was a doc. I mean, it was like an extended interview with John Nash and his family that I saw. Maybe it was.
Because I
from
think
a
part of
documentary.
it though is that your kids, and this is just part of the experiment I'm doing with my own child, is that when you went to school and you'd be like, oh my God, this kid is nuts. And then you meet the parents and they're the exact same kind of nuts. It's like they're growing up in that.
Yeah, but
that
I mean, he
environment.
has like schizophrenia. The
It's big.
son, he
Well, it's
like
also
hears
genetic,
voices
though,
and
too,
yeah.
It's both things. It's like it's the what the parents create, and it's also that kid just got really unlucky and got all his dad. Basically,
Nature versus
That's
nurture.
right. Yeah.
What is it?
That's the second hour of this. We're gonna open
Nature
it up right
versus nurture.
Yeah. So now we
Well,
can
because
get
my
into it for
daughter's
real.
like really good at joke writing. Like she's a very, very good joke
Oh,
writer.
really?
Do you want to hear one of the jokes that she wrote?
Sure.
She wrote this joke when she was maybe 6 years old.
now. Let's hear it.
She said,
Is that because you just don't know how old she is?
I know. I was like, is it 5? She said, you go on stage and you're in a wheelchair and you've got like a neck brace on and your arms in a cast and you go up to the mic and you go to the audience. You should feel sorry for me. I'm married.
That is a great
That's
joke.
a great
funny.
joke. That's my
So
daughter's
you're
joke.
teaching your daughter to hate men at a young age. That's what I got.
She sees what happens in the family.
That's cool. There is some like 9-year-old girl that's like.
Oh, I hate kids.
That's doing.
I
well,
just really hate kid entertainers of almost across the
Well,
board.
because it's so they almost definitely don't want to do it like themselves. There's
Yeah,
like,
no,
every
the
kid
father's
comic.
behind it. Yeah.
Remember
Ugh.
that kid in DC?
It's like what you're watching is their stupid parent.
exactly
Yeah.
Like that, you really think they're sitting down and writing their dumb jokes every day?
We have
No,
a
the
we have a
parents are writing
child
them.
comedian friend. This kid Brandon Wardell. He's like 13 or 14, and his parents have to write all of his.
have to write
material
all
for
his
him.
tweets. His
All
parents
his
have to
tweets. His
go
parents
to World Star
mine
Hip
his
Hop.
tweets from Black Twitter and fucking.
There was this girl, and I think she's still around, but obviously she's probably like 10 years older now. But maybe she was like 16 at the time, and she would come to the Improv and do stand up, and she was like kind of cute, and but with tons of makeup, short skirt, high heels. Like people, I don't get it. I don't get why you would send your
Right.
daughter up on stage like that, and then the people at home. I'm using the word people because that's like giving you guys the benefit of the doubt that those are the that's how many listeners. And so you can't see what I'm doing, but he would like crouch by the side of the stage, like he's super gay. Her dad, her like stage dad, and he'd be like,
No,
like, conducting her. But also all her jokes were like, like as though like the guy was writing for like a Liza Minnelli special
Right,
or something.
right,
They were like
right.
these, and she'd inflect like a gay guy, and it was like
Right.
you're just hearing her dad like every
Yeah.
night and then you say this,
Yeah.
and here you go.
That's always what happens. There was another kid, that kid Leo, whatever the fuck his name was.
Oh,
in
yeah.
DC. It was like two divorced.
It's like asthmatic little boy.
Yeah.
That his parents would make him go do open mics.
and his jokes were all about like not fucking good. Like
Oh
it was
my
clear
God.
his dad wrote those.
That's a funny sketch though,
like-
like just like
Yeah.
how much he hates his mom.
Oh, yeah, they
you
were
start
divorced.
to realize like I think your dad's
You'd be funny.
And he
Yeah.
had this like hot mom who was like hit on every comic. It was so fucked up.
You'd be
and
funny.
weird.
You have like a child comedian, but then you force him to do like, where's the birth certificate? We haven't seen it. It looks like a Muslim to me.
That's actually really funny.
Like, if
Yeah,
you want your
yeah.
lunch money tomorrow, you'll fucking
But
do
that's
the
the
bit.
only way that a kid comedian is going to be funny is if it's like, oh, it's like crazy because a kid shouldn't be saying that. But then,
Yeah.
then we know that the kid isn't saying
His
it.
name- it's,
Right.
hey everybody, my name is Andrew Five Clay. I'm 5 years old.
Yes.
So anyway, whores. Who whores?
Yeah. Luckily, my girlfriends don't even have pubes yet. Hey,
My
Dad,
daughter,
can we go home?
when she was still just a baby, we would take her on stage and we'd do that. We had this one joke we would do where we go, "Where's your spleen?" And she'd go, "It got a big one."
It's a good bit.
Kids are great, huh?
Can't wait to have them.
So, do you have anything that you want to plug? Because we're
So
like, good to
tomorrow
go.
night, you could. I think there's still a few tickets left. Village Underground,
You're gonna
8
get the big
o'clock.
bump, the Cumtown bump, right now.
Yes, I'm gonna feel it. I'm gonna see it in the line when I walk up. And there's a huge line. I'll be like, "Oh, come town, you did it."
It's you just check the sex offender registry.
Yes, I know.
Run it by the guest list, the manifest, and that's whoever overlaps. Those are those are our guys.
That's what's happening.
Uh-huh.
And then you can always just get my book. You're Better Than Me if you're into. People might like your listeners might like it because it's
Read her book, you pieces of shit.
it's about
Yeah.
it's about getting
unsubscribe.
started in comedy and whatever.
do
It's
wanna
called
hear-
You're Better Than Me. It's on Amazon or Audible.
Cool.
I have a movie
Yeah,
on
keep going.
Netflix.
Yeah, yeah, let's keep
It's
it
called
going.
Women
Keep it
Aren't
rolling.
Funny. I don't know. Let's keep- that's a good movie. You
Women
can
Aren't
watch it.
Funny on Netflix or iTunes.
Yes, correct.
And
sir.
then the book,
Amazon or
Amazon,
Audible. You're Better
Audible.
Than Me.
Audible's audiobook, right?
Yeah,
Did you do it?
I did it.
Cool.
Whoa.
I would hire somebody.
Well, then well, this is they pay you very, very well to do the audiobook. But so then I got a hotel. They said it's going to take a week, 5 days. So I got a hotel for 5 days, and I told my husband like, okay, you got to just watch the kid. I got to do it. It's the thing I got to do. And then I finished in like a day and a half. And so then I just like walked around the city like those men that get fired from their jobs and don't tell their wives.
Right,
and they just have to
totally.
go, I'll see you later, honey.
Yeah.
That's what I was just like
honey.
feeding the birds.
It's a briefcase with just an
Going
apple in
back
it.
to the room, taking the call from my husband, like, I gotta run back in there. I'm on a very short break.
My friend's mom disappeared in high school. She was like, just wound up. She was like spent 3 days at a bar. I remember him having like a
Jesus.
crisis about. He's like, yeah, my mom. She doesn't come home in like 2 days, and we don't know where she is. And then, yeah, it turned out she was just drinking.
Just went on a bender.
Yeah.
I think I kind of get it. I mean, it is. I think it's an important
Oh, I
part
would
of
do
being
that.
a mom.
If I had,
To just go on a 3-day bender. Just like not all the time, every 2 years.
Yeah.
especially if you can't drink during the pregnancy, you should get the bender in immediately.
You don't need to. You don't want to drink during your pregnancy because you're getting oxytocin like a motherfucker. I mean, it is the best drug, and if you could just have that all the time.
See, I don't. If you're an alcoholic, you want to drink.
No,
still.
I don't think you do. There are tons of alcoholics, drug addicts, they don't drink or use while they're pregnant. I mean, obviously some do, but a lot of them don't.
So why don't we just impregnate all of the women with drug problems?
Yes, I
Smart,
agree.
smart.
I think I just started my own charity.
Give them a little action.
Coming.
Or just let them
heroes.
breastfeed. That does this trick also.
Angels who come. Angels who fuck.
The cum angels.
The cum angels.
I'll do the
Breastfeeding's like
breastfeeding
a weird thing because, like, obviously my kid's 8, so I quit like 3 years ago.
I don't see you'd say that, but I don't know how long you're supposed to breastfeed.
Probably till
Well,
Not much.
They
less
say
than
you're
that.
supposed to breastfeed for 2 years, but 2 years is too long. Like,
Oh, okay.
it's weird. It gets weird.
A 2-year-old is a little person.
They can
Yeah.
talk
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
and they can walk.
I wrote an article a couple years ago about breastfeeding my 12-year-old, and I got a lot of people that were mad at me, and then I got a bunch of people that were like, "I actually find this to be very sexy." You know, like,
Oh my
yeah,
god.
sending me like email about like wanting to.
Well, you can get addicted to breastfeeding.
Yeah,
Because
I've-
you get addicted to the oxytocin.
Really?
And that's why women, the crazy women that breastfeed until their kids are 5 or whatever, they say they're doing it for their kids, but really
I had no
they're
idea
drug addicts.
That felt cool.
They really are. They're like,
What a
and
drug to
those
be
women we
addicted
should
to.
put back on heroin.
Yeah.
That's how I'm going to fix that.